Chapter 7. One of my favourite times was when Granny took out this thing with wheels on called a trolley and went out for a while. When she came back, she brought me my litter, food and sometimes some new toys. She does that and I like to ride on that trolley. These days I tease her and always get on it before she goes out. Mum used to go out without a trolley, but she has recently got one too. It's much smaller and I can sit on it. Athena. Other things I began to notice was that after they ate their late meal of the day, Mum and Granny sat in front of a box with the moving pictures and watched something called Emmerdale. Then on some nights they watched another similar programme called EastEnders and another called Coronation Street. I used to love teasing them and try to get Mum to play with me when these were on, but I stopped doing that when I began to grow up. Now that I'm an adult, I prefer to sit between Mum and Granny on the sofa and take a nap, safe in the knowledge that they are both near me and looking after me. I feel so warm and content during this time. I love them both so much and I show them by kissing them both, but Gran seems to pull away when I do that. She doesn't like to kiss me. I will make her do it one day. Mum, on the other hand, is always kissing me and petting me. I don't mind because I love kisses from the people I love. It was all fun and games in my new home that I soon forgot the sad way my life had begun. But sometimes, in my quiet moments, I did think of Lily. Truth be told, I did miss her a lot. I hope she had found such a nice home too, with similar lovely, warm and caring people as I had. I did wonder why Mum couldn't rescue both of us together, but I accepted that my sister was meant to live her own life with her own human family. It was her destiny. I also gave it some more thought and came to the conclusion that had we both come to live with my mum, then Lily would have been even more jealous of me because, let's face it, how could my mum love us both equally? I know that she does have a big loving heart, but I just think that Lily would have been jealous every time Mum cuddled me. And Mum's luck would not have been able to accommodate both of us now, would it? As kittens, yes, it could, but kittens, as everyone knows, soon grow up very fast and one lap could never be enough, unless it was a big lap, which Mum doesn't have. We could have taken it in turns, I suppose. But then, what about at night? You see, I loved cuddling with Mum at night. Sleeping on my mum's bed was a real highlight for me. That's when I was at my most content, and still am. Mum loved it too. She also sang me a lullaby to go to sleep, especially when I was a kitten. Why not check it out here on YouTube? You can find it on the YouTube channel. Like I said, the fun and games I enjoyed with my new mum were endless. Really, we had such fun. She would throw me more small spongy balls for me to chase and catch with my paws, or she would dangle fishing rod type toys in front of me. I loved to jump up high to catch the toy or feather at the end of it. She's back. Athena. And I made her and Granny laugh with my crazy antics as I sped across the room. I skidded across the floor and caught the ball in my mouth. Sometimes when Mummy was upstairs working at the computer, I liked to carry the ball in my mouth up to her and place it in front of her as a gift. She deserved it for everything she had done for me. If she had not come to see me that day, I would have been so unhappy. I know it. In fact, I dread to think what would have happened to me. Oh, I sure hope nothing nasty has happened to my sister. It was also fun when I jumped onto the wall and clung on with my claws, scratching at the wallpaper. I needed to mark my territory, but Mum and Gran didn't think that this was important, so shouted at me. "My wallpaper!" Gran shouted as I shot out of the room and shot up the stairs. Then I would shoot past her legs and leap up onto the curtains and swing from them, turning my head sideways for extra cuteness. I could tell that Mum's heart melted because the light around her grew pink and big, but Granny shouted again. But why? I was only having fun. Why do humans always worry about material things? Life is about fun and love, good times to enjoy. Why does everything have to be so perfect? For me, perfection lies in the love we all share. Another time, Granny got this big frame thingy out, opened it up and began to hang clothes on it to dry. Well, before she had got any clothes on there, I could not stop myself, and I leaped up on it and started to climb. Up higher and higher I went, and I hanged on there with my front paws swinging. "You little monkey," Mum said as she came up the stairs laughing after she'd heard Granny telling me off. "I'm not a monkey," I said to Mum. "I'm a cat." Mum stared at me and tried to get hold of me. "You're a cat, I know," she smiled. "Now get down, Athena." She always answered me. I had chosen the right mum, for she wasn't like other humans. She could read my mind. She really understood me, and she still does, even more now. We're really connected. Mum and I shared a life in ancient Egypt, 2 lifetimes actually. One, she had been the cat, and I was a human. Another time, we were as we were now in our current situation, in our current lifetime. I wonder why she couldn't remember that. I've told her with my mind though. I'm sure she understood. She's practicing how to do telepathy with me and keeps asking if I can help her. Of course, Mummy. You are already hearing me, but not in the way you think. You always know what I'm thinking. You don't have to hear my voice. After a few weeks with Mum and Gran, I started to get flashbacks of my life as a kitten. I had gone through a lot, and it started to come back to me how much I had suffered. I know it's not good to dwell on the past, but it's best to live in the present and enjoy life in the moment. But I started having dreams of my past and I couldn't ignore them. But it made me unable to sleep very well. I could hear a noise, just one nodding off, and then I'd jump. And I'd just lay there thinking sad thoughts. Now don't get me wrong, because I'm a very happy cat and love my family so much. And of course I am very grateful for having found them. However, thoughts from my earlier life, my life as a tiny kitten, keeps me coming back to me sometimes, and it upsets me a lot. That's when I sit in thinking mode and I notice Mum wondering what's wrong with me. Though things continued to go great, there was one thing I didn't like at first, and I thought my mummy was going to take me back to the shelter. You see, a few weeks after she got me, Mum placed me in my carrier again and took me onto the bus. Now I was really scared because it was so noisy with all the traffic and people of London going by. I was so scared that I was shaking, even though my mum was trying to calm me down. She stuck her fingers in the carrier so I could sniff her scent and know she was still close by, that she hadn't dumped me yet. But would she dump me? I began to fear the worst. Here's a nice pic of Athena. See it? Isn't she cute? Look at that tummy. Kiss, kiss, kiss.